Here we are once again in the flight simulator with SayIntentions AI to help us out on this flight. Actually, I'm putting the AI to a bit of a test today. As you might notice on the thumbnail, we're bringing all the tour guides with us today in our little Cessna here. It's going to be a little crammed, packed little plane. I suppose I could have, actually, I don't even know, I don't think this one's got more than 2 seats, right? Jump in. Everybody's got to jam back in right here, and then little trunk spot. Okay. Well, Uncle Harley's coming with us as well. So it's going to be a full plane, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sort of pit the tour guides against each other because we're in a different spot today. We are in Newfoundland. If we open up our little map here, St. John's International. I wanted to go to a spot where not too many people fly around, and it might give the tour guides a challenge if I go to, you know, a spot that's not so known. Right now, this is all based on ChatGPT, like 4.0 or whatnot, so they're gonna know everything, right? I'm expecting them to know. But what I'm trying to do is I got a bit of a flight plan here. We're heading out to. We're just going to use the GPS here with Navigraph, so it's not going to be like an intense flight or anything like that. We're going to fly out here to the west, turn at Bell Island, go 15 nautical miles down to Conception Harbor. If I zoom out more, you can see exactly where kind of we are in the world. There's Newfoundland, and down we go. And down where this little waypoint is, I don't actually know what this little town's called. I'm going to kind of look it up, or maybe I'll ask a tour guide what this little town is called here. But there's a shipwreck. There is a popular shipwreck that is known for the people that live here, and it's got this big story, and I won't spoil it or anything like that. But I want to see, one, if the tour guides will pick up on it. I'll probably give them a hint, right? Because anyways. But then I also want to see how each one talks about it, like to see which one's more informative. Kind of like that. Like we sort of know it's probably Jeff or whatever, but I am kind of curious how each one sort of talks about it. So that's kind of what I'm doing today. We are pitting the tour guides against each other. So I do a bit of a flight. I probably won't do all the million steps, but we're just here in parking. I did talk to Uncle before I started the recording. He recommended runway 34, but the wind's coming in from straight west, so I was gonna hop up to runway 28. I don't know what the red is on the taxiway. Is that like an emergency vehicle sort of thing? I don't really know, but we will call for taxi, and well, let's just see what the taxi guys give us. 34 is fine, or 34 is fine. I think I'll try and do 28 because it'll be maybe we'll request 28. Anyways, let's get rolling. He recommended 30 or 34, so I'm wondering if he's got different wind than I do. Hey, Uncle, you there today?
I'm here. How can I assist you today?
Just which way is the wind coming right now?
Wind is coming from, let's see, 287 degrees at 10 knots.
Okay, so a little bit different than Navigraph was spitting out there. I think I had it selected there a minute ago. What did he say? 278? Well, this has got different degrees and it's slower, so anyways. I don't know which one's more accurate. Probably Uncle's reading right from the sim, I imagine, right? Anyways, let's get started. So that's on, battery on, get everything going. We got to get our test underway. Let's clear prop. Get her running. I got to see how the volume's sitting today. Looks okay. They have we updated a little while ago. Apparently these little volume knobs can now control the volume of the comm channels. I don't know how you control the volume of the intercom though, which is where Uncle is, and he's a bit louder than everything. So I'm still kind of sorting out how to balance that out. Anyways, alternator. There we go. That's fine. I'm not going to worry too much I think no, I didn't tune in the radios. We gotta tune the radios in. 121.9. 121.9. See how ground's doing today. We'll put that in the active. And then, did it preload the tower? 120.6. No, it did not. 120.6.
FedEx 987 taxi to runway 34 at your discretion. Contact tower on 120.6 when ready for departure.
Hold on, is this live?
Taxi at my discretion and contact tower 120.6 when ready for departure. FedEx 987.
Ah, that's one of the.
FedEx 987 requesting progressive taxi.
FedEx 987 taxi to runway 34 via Alpha Bravo Charlie. I'll provide further instructions as needed. Contact tower on 120.6 when ready for departure.
They can do progressive taxi on SayIntentions? I didn't know that. So they updated a couple days ago, because I'm a bit behind on my uploads here. You now have archived live communication on the airport. So that's real people that have been in St. John's here. And because it's got the correct runways. He was going to runway 34. Anyways, so that's kind of cool. Now I got that all tuned up, and let's get rolling. I gotta find my buttons here. St. John's ground. This is Cessna Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango, looking to taxi to the active. Let's see what the active is for them.
Cessna Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango, St. John's ground, taxi to runway 34 at your discretion. Contact tower on 120.6 when ready for departure.
Taxi to runway 34 at my discretion. 12 Tango. So that's interesting. We did not get taxi instructions. I've got Navigraph all looked up here. Well, that's too bad that it never caught that. Didn't, yeah, the live guy got taxi instructions on his thing that we just listened to. Oh well. What can you do? So I'm going to head down to runway 34. We'll probably jump ahead here because the video, my videos go very long. Because I usually keep a lot in. But it's kind of fun. So we'll rev up here and then I'll just get rolling. And we gotta head down hotel and then... I don't know, I guess they would tell you to backtrack down 3-4. Maybe we'll just do that. I probably have my parking brake on. I do have my parking brake on. Come on, Uncle. How come you didn't catch that? That's one thing I kind of want them to do is to have the mentor and ATC kind of catch you when you're being a bozo. Because that happens a lot for me. Okay, so we're turning left here. I guess we gotta turn way out here. We're just flying like a NASCAR. That's fine. And yeah, so that's all I'm gonna do. Is whip down here. I don't think I have any throttle on. Do I have a whoa, hold on to it. Oh, I did have a bit of throttle. We're not kidding around. High speed taxi. Here, I'll hit some brakes there. And then, yeah, cause it's at my discretion, so I can just taxi out onto the runway. And backtrack down it. I know you can't do that, but that's what I'm doing today. Since no one seems to be around, seems to be my airport. And yeah, let's just jump ahead here. Okay, here we are. Slam on the brakes. Spin it around. Maybe spin it around. There we go. Close enough. It's a huge runway. I should never really have taxied back on it anyways. Alright. So there we are. Not going to use any flaps or anything like that. Massive runway. We'll just nose up on the trim a little bit here. We're gonna put tower. Tower in the active, and then I'm gonna grab the center just so we can listen to see if there's any other multiplayer chatter that's been archived or something. What do they need us to do here? Area control center, gander center. Oh, 2 different frequencies. This is just radio. So 135.35, I guess. 135.35. Scroll. We'll just have the center ready so when we leave the Class D airspace. Once we get above 3,500 feet, they will, I think that's it there. Okay, so that's already there. I still get mixed up on, oh, here, let's get flying. I still get mixed up on VFR. Like altitudes, I always forget them. And now the transponder went to 7,000 this time. Is that because we're in Canada? Hey, Uncle, what should I set the transponder to for VFR?
Thank you, you're still at Canada 144.
For
Yeah,
VFR,
Canada 144, Roger. Have a good flight.
Oh, okay, so that was multiplayer guys.
St. John's Tower, Delta 763 at 2,500 feet, 3 miles from runway 10 on the ILS.
Runway
Delta
10.
763, St. John's Tower, wind 085 at 14, runway 10 cleared to land.
Ah, so cool. Too bad they're not actually landing now. Someday we'll get to that part. That's just archive though, just for immersion. Except it breaks immersion when there's no plane. Anyways, so we'll just turn that on. We won't do mode C or anything like that. We'll just do that. And then, yeah, let's get rolling here. Well, talk to tower first. St. John's Tower, Cessna Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango. Ready to depart. Runway 34. I already forgot it is 34, right? Yep. Got it.
Cessna Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango, St. John's Tower, winds calm, runway 34, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff. 12 Tango. Alright, here we go. We're only approaching 15 minutes. We're finally getting the air now. That's pretty cool though, that they got the live, archived live chatter. I was kind of surprised that we would have any here, but St. John's International, I guess, is popular enough. There you go. The one guy was just landing on that runway a minute ago. Apparently, we would have just smucked into him. Hey, there we go. Let's open up our little Navigraph. We're going to want to make a left-hand turn here. Due west. On a... Oh, does it give me the heading? On the little line? No. It gives me the heading on the little purple line. Not the departure pink line? That's fine, I'll just guess. It's fine, game. I don't think there's any connection there. I have SimConnect on, but I don't think Uncle Harley can see that flight path. I don't think, because I didn't load it into the sim or anything. I don't know the heading. How's our Jeep? This is all you have for GPS here. That's good enough. Hey Harley, are you able to see our flight plan today?
I don't have access to your flight plan directly. You might want to check your navigation display or flight management system for that information.
Okay, no, that's fine. I was just curious. Yeah, that's fine, Harley. I was just curious. Might actually just talk to me.
Sure thing. Since you're curious, let me share something interesting about our current flight.
Okay.
We're flying a Cessna, which is a popular aircraft for
We
General
are.
Aviation.
Holy
One of the reasons
jumpins'.
it's so popular is its simplicity and reliability. For example, the Cessna 172, which is similar to what we're in, has a high wing design that provides great visibility and stability.
You're kidding.
This makes it an excellent choice for student pilots.
Well, I am a student pilot. Look at that. He's so smart. One of these days I'm going to turn the student pilot thing off just to see what the difference is. And see. So up ahead is, I don't know. What do they call it? Is it just called Bell Island, or I guess it's called Bell Island, even though there's a little airstrip on it. I guess we could ask our tour guide. Actually, I won't switch him out yet. We'll just ask Harley here, because he can sort of give you information. Hey, Uncle Harley, there's a large island up ahead to the west. What's it called?
That's Bell Island. It's known for its rich iron ore deposits and historical significance during World War II.
Cool. What kind of deposits?
Deposits can refer to various things in aviation, but if you're talking about fuel deposits, they're the amount of fuel you have left. For example, you have 12
the
gallons remaining.
island. Oh, see, he already forgot I was asking about the island. See, he's not really a tour guide, though, so you can't really hold it against him. Okay, Harley, we are flying VFR today, as you know. Heading west. What altitude should we be setting at?
For VFR westbound, you should be at 9,000 plus 500 feet. So, fly at 3,500 feet.
Okay, that's what I always forget. He confused me last time. Alright, so we're gonna go with 3,500. Because it sounded like last time asking that question, he didn't include, like, the plus 500. I always forget which way's odd and which way's even. So west is odd? Alright, always forget that. So we're gonna do a little climb. Here's the beautiful Newfoundland scenery. I think this would be a cool place to live. There's the coast there. So we'll get to, we're almost there now. We're gonna start throttling down. And I could throw a tour guide in to ask about Bell Island just to sort of give him a bit of practice. But what we'll do is we'll just even out. We'll get some level flight going here. We're gonna lean our mixture. Here, up we go. What else? Nothing ever really goes wrong with the default Cessna 152. RPM still running too high, but I'm stopping the climb. 80 knots. A little high there, that's fine. I guess, did Power ever inform us that we're leaving the...
1-2 Tango, you're leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Copy that. 1-2 Tango. I like it. I say 1-2 Tango, and they always hear 1-2 Dango. I just find it funny. Alright. Throttling down again. We're running the engine too hard. Hey, I gave us full fuel. Alright, I messed that up. Oh well, we're running on half fuel. That's fine. We're still too high. Throttling down some more. It really wants to climb this guy. There it is. I don't really see... Oh, there's the airstrip up ahead. That's going to be kind of hard to see for you guys all. And here's Bell Island. There's a boat. Okay, so... yeah, we're still going to have to decrease throttle. And, oh yeah, I wanted to switch to center. It was Gander center, right? I think that's what it was. Let's see now. Gander center, Cessna Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango with you. 3,700 descending to 3,500. Trying to descend.
Cessna Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango, St. John's Radio, say altitude.
3,600. 12 Tango.
Tango, St. John's Radio, roger. Runway 2 in use, QNH 1013.
What? Did I not switch over? What do I care about runway 2 in use? That seems weird. Runway 2 in use and what? Is it talking about St. John's International? Is there a runway 2? No. What in the world? Maybe I can just ask them. Or it's saying St. John's Radio, but isn't it Gander Center that I want? 135.35. That's also Gander Radio. 135.35. Maybe I should try 133.15. Let's try that. 133.15. I gotta do my turn here too. Scroll. 1, 5. Right? 133.15. Let's try that. Okay. I think we missed our turn. Yes. So I have to turn heading 236 thereabouts. Okay, let's do our turn. Oh, now I dropped too low. We'll do a standard rate turn to the left. Gain some speed, lose some altitude. We'll climb back up though. The turn should be about here. I believe that should be about correct. I can turn a little bit more. No flying from GPS. I'm still dropping though, throttling up some more. I never really corrected my trim for from takeoff, but it was never really set for takeoff anyways. It was just set for going up a bit. So it's just there. So I don't really have any kind of fast flight going on here. Probably gonna sit somewhere in the middle once I stabilize it. I'll climb it up a little bit. It's alright, it'll sort itself out. Okay. So we wanted to contact Gander Center, so we can try that again. Gander Center, Cessna Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango is with you. 3,300.
Cessna Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango, Gander Center, pass your message.
I guess I was already with them, even though I changed. I guess it's the same. Alright, doesn't matter. Cessna Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango requesting flight following.
Tango, Squawk 5327 in identity.
Oh, sounds like you had a bit of a hiccup there at the end. Squawking 5327 in identing 12 Tango.
Pilot, we're currently at 3,400 feet, heading 230 degrees at 89 knots. We're about 14 miles from Bell Island. The QNH setting is 29901. Did you know that Bell Island
12 Tango, roger, radar contact, say destination.
It was a significant mining area in the early 20th century. If you have any questions about the flight or need assistance, feel free to ask.
Yeah, thanks for butting in there, buddy. I never did ident. He found me, though.
12 Tango radar contact. QNH 299 1.
Okay, thanks. Copy that on radar contact. I don't have a destination. We'll just let that one go. My destination's a shipwreck. Oh look, we got nice level
12
flight.
Tango, roger, radar contact, say destination.
See, they still got a few glitches going on. It is a beta product, after all. Our destination is a tourist destination. A shipwreck by Conception Bay. I know that's not what they're looking for, but kind of funny.
Tango, roger, destination Conception Bay, shipwreck noted.
Oh, well maybe that's what they actually do. If you're just hanging out, they just want to know where you're going, right? I guess, I don't know. Okay, so there we go, straight level flight. Now let's check our GPS. We're gonna have to switch into a tourist here in a minute. We're chugging right along, or a tour guide. So I think we'll set. I forget the names. There's Janet and Jeff, and then
12 Tango, contact Gander Center on 122.375.
Was this not Gander Center? Contacting Gander Center on 122.375. Oh, uh-oh. Due to unexpected air oh. What in the world's going on? Okay, so I don't know who I was talking to. Navigraph said it was Gander Center. I don't know. Okay, so let's do 122. We have time for flying here nice and level. Oh no, see, I'm climbing again. Throttle down. 122.375. There. Gander Center, Cessna Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango. 3,600 with you.
Cessna Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango, Gander Center, good afternoon, QNH 299 1.
Okay, well I found Gander Center. So, cool. I just don't know what the other one was. Like, is it just this, like Navigraph says it's Gander Center? But it's also London Radio? I don't know. Or Gander Radio? Huh. Anyways. So yeah, we're getting there. And then I had to figure out, we'll start with the lady on the left of the thumbnail. I just can't remember her name right now. I usually use Jeff, because he's like Wikipedia. And then I use Janet, because she's funny. So, but we'll start with, I'll figure out her name here. Okay, her name is Sarah. And she's supposed to be the one that's short and to the point. Okay, we're cruising right along here. And we fly outside of the plane. We have a bay in front of us. And then we have a bay to the left. And Conception Bay is the one I'm kind of like looking at in the middle of the screen. It's got like two forks coming off of it. It's supposed to have a shipwreck there. And we're gonna kind of ask them about it here.
Cessna Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango, Gander Center, where are you headed?
Hello, Gander Center. Like we told the other guy, we're off to a shipwreck tourist location in Conception Bay.
Tango, roger, destination Conception Bay, shipwreck noted.
Alright. So Gander Center was where I wanted to be in the first place. So I gotta check something here. I don't actually have any way to show it on the screen currently. But I want to check a couple things. Okay, now I have too many screens running. But I'm trying to locate this shipwreck. It's probably not rendered or anything in Flight Sim, of course. Maybe it's just like a brown spluck. It should be right where I'm looking at. See that little square thing that comes out? It's supposed to be after that, like to the right. I don't think it's there, but it might be like a little spluck. Might have to fly lower. But that is the destination, and I want to know if they know about it here. So
at your 11 o'clock,
oh,
about 4 kilometers away, you can spot the shipwreck at Conception Harbor.
You're kidding me.
This shipwreck is a fascinating sight from the air. It dates back to the early 20th century and has become a popular diving spot. The wreckage is a remnant of the SS Shawko, a whaling ship that met its fate here. Divers and history enthusiasts love exploring this underwater relic, which offers a unique glimpse into maritime history.
Okay, she is quick and to the point. I didn't hint at that or anything. She picked up on that right away. So I guess the shipwreck is maybe more popular than I thought. But wow, just grabbed it. But it's supposed to be about here. It's supposed to be amazing from the sky. We are gonna go fly lower and see if we can see it. I think I see it. I think it's a little brown smudge. So we're gonna start descent. And she immediately passed the test here. She caught it without me even hinting. Hey Sarah, thank you for that. Do you have any more info on this shipwreck you just talked about?
Certainly, the shipwreck you're flying over is the SS Effie, which ran aground in 1919 during a fierce storm. All 92 passengers were safely rescued, thanks to the bravery of the crew and a Newfoundland dog named Tang. The wreckage remains a popular spot for history buffs and divers.
Whoa, hold on a second. No, that's not the story. That's not the story. Okay, now I'm more interested. I'm gonna switch tourist guides here to see if they have a different story. Because that's not right. I know the story of this shipwreck. You know, that's the right one. So I wonder if there's another shipwreck around here. Oh, there's a ball diamond. Alright, let's turn around. And then, well actually I won't even skip ahead here. I'm just gonna click on the other screen for a second during the turn. And I'm gonna switch to Jeff, because he's supposed to be, like, super tourist guide. But that is not correct info, unless, I'm certain that's not correct info. Alright. So whenever I say hi to Jeff, he just usually starts talking about something. The other thing I don't know is if the tour guides are separate. Like, maybe he resumes.
You said climb to flight level 270.
Oh, we got multiplayer.
FedEx, Niner 87, negative, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Oh, they're gonna get in an argument.
Descending to flight level 210 after you told me flight level 270. Requesting altitude increase.
Is there more? He's kind of like me, that guy. He's arguing with him. I argue with the AI too. It's right there. That's the shipwreck. Okay. So if I say hi to Jeff, he normally just like starts talking about something close by. So we'll see. We'll see what he does here. Hello, Jeff. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks. At your 9 o'clock, 2 kilometers away, heading 045, you can see the shipwreck at Conception Harbor. This site features the remains of the SS Shawko, a whaling ship that ran aground in 1965. It's a popular spot for divers and history enthusiasts.
Okay, she gave more info, but he said it ran aground in 1965? What year did you say that ship ran aground?
The ship ran aground in 1975.
Didn't you say 65? No, that has to have ran aground older than that.
You might be thinking of the Turk's Gut Heritage House, which is 9 o'clock, 8 kilometers, heading 010. It's a historic site in Newfoundland, originally built in the early 19th century. The house showcases the traditional architecture and lifestyle of the region's early settlers. It's a popular spot for history buffs
Here he goes.
and those interested in Newfoundland's cultural heritage.
Well, maybe I've got it, like, the wrong shipwreck? Is there another shipwreck? How many people survived the shipwreck?
The shipwreck of the SS Effie in 1919 saw all 92 passengers and crew survive, thanks to the heroic efforts of the local community and a Newfoundland dog.
So he just changed it to 1919, which is what Sarah said. But what? I'm so confused. So the actual story, I'm gonna have to Wikipedia this. The actual story is that everyone perished except for one person. Like this young boy, and then he grew up in...
FedEx 987, climb and maintain flight, level 270.
But maybe I'm on the wrong
Climbing
shipwreck.
to flight level 270, FedEx 987.
But he got it mixed up. He's like saying, like one was
Can I
in...
climb to flight level 400?
One was in 1975 or something. Okay, well, let's try the last tour guide, I guess. And then I'll do the research myself. Because I'm so confused now. I don't know. Like, I must be wrong, right? ChatGPT can't be wrong. Let's go. I'm just clicking on the other screen. We're gonna switch to Janet. She's gonna tell us something wild here, I know. Alright, I'll say hi to Janet, and then she'll probably just start talking about the shipwreck too. Because I'm pretty sure it's that little brown little blob. I've been dropping for a while. Because we're down to 2,500? We're just doing a slow descent. Hello, Janet, how are you? Oh, you on? Maybe we don't have Janet today?
Well, I'm not too bad. Thanks for asking. Just here to point out some fascinating landmarks, and hopefully not get too dizzy from your rather wobbly flying. If you look to your 1 o'clock, you'll see a little
1
cup
o'clock.
of sea. It's not actually a cup, nor is it little. It's a charming tourist attraction where people come to stare at the sea and ponder its vastness. It was discovered by accident in 1983 by a man named Gerald who was looking for his lost dog. My friend Toby once tried to swim across it on a dare and ended up needing to be rescued by the Coast Guard. Not his brightest moment, but then again, neither is your current altitude hold. At your 10 o'clock, about 2 kilometers away, there's the shipwreck at Conception Harbor.
Okay, yeah.
This shipwreck dates back to the 1940s when ships were made of metal
1940?
and sank quite easily. It's a popular spot for divers and history buffs who enjoy looking at rusty old things underwater. Toby once tried to salvage some treasure from it and ended up with a nasty case of the bends. So maybe stick to flying, even if it's a bit shaky. And if you glance over to your 3 o'clock, 4 kilometers out, you'll see the Turk's Gut Heritage House.
Oh no, she can talk about
It's
it.
a lovely old house that dates back to the
We've already heard
1800s
this.
when
I don't know
people
if you
thought
can
it was a
stop
good
them.
idea to name places after body parts. It's a great spot for history enthusiasts and
Okay.
people who enjoy looking at old furniture.
See, that's the
Toby
shipwreck
once
there.
got locked in the basement there during a ghost tour. He swears he saw a ghost, but I think it was just his reflection in an old mirror. Keep an eye on your heading, by the way. It's looking a bit off.
Man, she's really going at me today with the flying hints. I would like to know more about this shipwreck. Apparently, it was shipwrecked in 1919. And how many people survived? Oh, Janet must be...
Ah, the shipwreck at Conception Harbor. It's like the Titanic, but without the movie. This ship, the SS Kyle, met its watery fate in 1919. It was built in 1913, which was a year after 1912, which is when the Titanic sank. Coincidence? Probably. The SS Kyle was a steamship, which means it moved using steam, which is basically hot water pretending to be air. It was used for transporting goods and people, but in 1919, it decided it had had enough and crashed. Miraculously, all the people on board survived, which is quite unusual for shipwrecks. Normally, they're not very survivable. My friend Toby once tried to dive down to the wreck, but he got scared by a fish and surfaced so quickly he got the bends. He spent a week in a decompression chamber, which is like a big metal tube that stops you from exploding. He said it was the best week of his life.
I mean, she kept the story consistent anyways. Got the wing in the way of it. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause and then research this, because I thought I knew the story, and these three are getting things confused. So she was like 1940s, and then they all eventually got around to 1919, and then she was like that was a cargo ship, and the other two says a whaling ship. And I know the story that it's only supposed to have one survivor, which was a young boy, and then he settled and then grew up, and then he was like a symbol of you know, perseverance and stuff like that. But now I'm confused. All right, I'm gonna research this. Okay, so I did some quick research. So I have the shipwreck wrong, but they're still very confusing.
If you look out to your left around 9 o'clock,
okay,
you'll see the shipwreck at Conception Harbor.
Oh.
It's about a kilometer away,
just repeats?
heading 165. This shipwreck is one of those fascinating relics from the past, like a time capsule, but wetter.
Let's
it was discovered ages ago, probably by someone who wasn't very good at sailing. Shipwrecks are important because they remind us of the dangers of the sea, and also because they look cool in photos. Now, this particular shipwreck has a special place in my heart because my friend Toby once tried to use it as a diving board. He ended up with a nasty case of barnacle rash and a newfound respect for maritime history. It's a popular spot for tourists and amateur historians who enjoy pretending they're in a real-life episode of Pirates of the Caribbean. By the way, your flying skills remind me a bit of Toby's diving skills enthusiastic, but a bit all over the place.
Okay.
Keep an eye on that altitude, yeah?
It's a lot of talking going on at the moment. I guess you just switch off. No, you can't really switch off the comm though. Okay, so I guess they just also keep repeating, not really repeating, but they, you know, we've talked about that 3 times now with her, so that's interesting. Yeah, so there's I guess several shipwrecks that are back there. I went and looked up a few things, but I'm confused because the one said all of them survived with the help of a dog, so that's probably true on one of the shipwrecks. But the one that's there, apparently it was like 140 people and 90 something survived. Anyways, so I'm confused. But apparently there's several shipwrecks, I guess, maybe, I don't know. The one that did that story about the one person survived, I thought that's what that shipwreck was here, but it's over here by Bay Bulls. is the one I was thinking of, which makes more sense because it's out in the ocean. Well, this one is like right near the shore. Anyways, so when I was researching it, I guess I got it confused. But so we're heading back out here towards Mount Pearl. This is a VOR. I'm not tracking it or anything like that. We're just doing the GPS thing. So I'm not too sure what else to test. We're at 2,500. You know, I'm just going to stay at 2,500. We're going to stay nice and low. And we'll start heading back. And yeah, I'm not too sure who won. And they're like, who won the tourist thing? They've all confused me. So I know Janet did not win. But that's not a surprise. Because she said something about 1940 and then something about 1914, and then she said it was 1 year after something, but it wasn't. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, we're just gonna cruise this way and probably just head back to the airport. Okay, we have Sarah back in because she seems to be short and to the point. Let's just see if she knows about. We just flew over here, a little pond or something. Hey Sarah, we just flew over a small lake or pond. What's it called?
That small lake you just flew over is called Devil's Jackstone Pond. It's named after a local legend about a mischievous spirit that supposedly haunts the area. Locals and tourists alike find it a fascinating spot for its eerie tales and serene beauty.
Okay, that's interesting because that's not the right pond. But oh well. I don't know, my map says we just flew over Lawrence Pond. I suppose there's lots of ponds.
Lawrence Pond is a charming spot in Conception Bay South. It's a popular local fishing and picnic area, perfect for a relaxing day out.
Okay, yeah, there's not really gonna be much to say about that one, but okay, she found it. I don't know the one she's talking about though. On my other screen, I got the map looking around, so I'm just trying to see like what else there is on the flyer route to like ask them, because there's civilization over here. And just to sort of see, I mean, what you can find, because I sort of got like a Google Map thing here, and it says there's like I don't know like how Google Maps like decides what to show you, because it says Reuben's Porter sausage is coming up ahead. It's like, why? Oh, we're getting really close to that VOR too. Yeah, so I'm just quickly looking at the map just to see where we are, and the lake to the left. I see that. I don't think there's anything really to talk about. It's just a whole bunch of ponds. Like there's a big one, like this big one over here. It's like Patty's Pond. And then Cochrane Pond, like everything's just like ponds. I guess I can ask her about Patty's Pond, which should be like right ahead. Can I see it from here? Or not really? Yeah, because we're right over it. Hey Sarah, what is the big lake or pond that we're about to fly over now?
That's Kitty Vidi Lake. It's famous for the Royal St. John's Regatta, North America's oldest annual sporting event. Dating back to 1816, locals and tourists alike enjoy the vibrant atmosphere and rowing competitions.
Okay, so I don't know where that lake is. I don't see it on the map. Now the map says it's Patty's Pond. There's a golf course too. Glendenning Golf Course? Is she not going to talk to me anymore? I lost her. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, Sarah? Guess you're gonna figure out Patty's Pond. Hey Sarah, there's a golf course to our left. What golf course is that?
That's Ballyhaley Country Club. Established in 1896, it's one of the oldest golf clubs in North America.
No, it's not.
Golfers love it for its challenging course and beautiful views of St. John's.
Uh-oh. I'm sure that golf course is somewhere there. The map says it's Glendenning Golf Course. I wonder if she's picking like a golf course out here.
Actually, you're looking at Adelaide's Honeybee Pollinator and Wildflower Reserve. It's a fantastic spot for nature lovers, established to support local bee populations and native wildflowers. Perfect for a peaceful stroll and learning about the importance of pollinators.
Alright, that doesn't make any sense. That was clearly a golf course. That was clearly a golf course, Sarah.
Actually, that was Adelaide's Honeybee Pollinator and Wildflower Reserve. It's a beautiful spot dedicated to protecting honeybees and promoting wildflowers. Perfect for nature lovers and those interested in conservation.
Alright, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. We missed our turn. So now we gotta go north and make contact here. We're back flying now. Alright, we gotta tune the tower. Does it simply show us in here? No. St. John's Tower 120.6. 120.6. Doot. And get a hold of 0.6. Come on there. I'm gonna stop my turn here in a second. There. There's the... That should be it up there, all the blinking lights. Okay, that's enough of, That's enough of that. So I'm going to put, Uncle back in the seat. For now. I think I've had enough tourists for a minute to, confuse me. Okay. We should start our descent too here. Throttle back a bit. Alright, St. John's Tower. This is Cessna Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango. 5 miles to the south. Inbound to land. I don't know if I'm actually 5 miles, but... probably further than that.
Cessna Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango, St. John's Tower. Make straight in for runway 2 when you can.
Make straight in for runway 2. 12 Tango. Gonna be 02. Okay, well that's easy. I don't have to like join any downwinds or anything. So let's see here. Yeah, because how do you, what do you mean straight? Straight, there's no runway 2. Who am I talking to? One, 120.6, right? What the? There is no runway 2. Can't do straight into anything. St. John's Tower, this is Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango. There is no runway 2 at your airport.
12 Tango negative, runway 2 is available. Continue straight in for runway 2. 12 Tango, winds 220 at 22. Runway 2, clear to land.
Have I lost my mind? What the? Okay, I gotta check with the thing here. Oh, that's correct. I'm just gonna bounce the frequencies around for a second. That's weird. Runway 2. Like, is that runway 2? No, we got a 34, a 16, a 28, and a 10. Runway 2 would be this taxiway. What the? I'm so confused now. This flight got very confusing. Okay. St. John's Tower, can we get a different runway to land?
Tango, winds 220 at 22. Runway 34, clear to land.
That makes more sense. Runway 34, clear to land. Except there it goes. 12 Tango. I'm all distracted now. Hey Harley, is there a runway 02 at St. John's International here?
Yes, there is a runway 02 at St. John's International.
What?
It has a heading of 020 degrees and supports visual approaches.
What is what? Hold on a second. How many runways are at St. John's International?
St. John's International has 6 runways. The active one right now is runway 34.
So Navigraph is wrong? I am puzzled. Okay, I'm gonna have to, we'll look this up when we're on the ground. I'm gonna have to, I don't know. That's very confusing. Where'd runway 34 go? I think it's that. No. It's this one. I turned too much. Well, that is a puzzlement. Completely. So I'm gonna have to pull up runways. There is no runway. St. John's International is number 2. Oh. What? Here's 10 and 2 here. Oh, 6. Hold on, I'm not watching what I'm doing. So that is a runway? Oh, it is a runway. So how come Navigraph doesn't have it lit up as a runway? Isn't Navigraph supposed to be like super accurate and stuff? Yeah, I can see it now. Okay. Anyways, if anyone's watching that knows, let me know what that's all about. I mean, did the runway close down and the sim doesn't know about it? Anyways, well, it's pretty rocky actually. I got a bunch of plane shaking.
AIR Canada 144, St. John's Tower, report established on the localizer.
St. John's Tower, Air Canada 144, hold short runway 34, ready for departure.
AIR Canada 144, runway 34, line up and wait.
Line up runway 34, Air Canada 144.
Ooh, a little rough. We're getting the wind kicking us around here though. Oh, he's lining up on runway 34 and we're on it. No. Well, isn't that confusing? The tower should contact us here in a second.
12 Tango, welcome to St. John's. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Contact ground on 121.9. So there's runway 10. A bunch of taxi charts. .34. So runway 2 doesn't really have any thing here. No. 10 exists though, so oh no, that's not the right one. Because the opposite of 2 is 20, right? Runways. Okay, I'm so confused over that. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. Let's contact ground. And then I wonder if this is going to give us taxi to our discretion again. Okay. What do you say? 121.9? 21.9. See what happens anyways. Then we'll end our flight. There. St. John's ground. Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango. Ready to taxi to parking.
Cessna, Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango, St. John's ground, taxi to parking via Juliet Hotel Golf. Have a good day.
Taxi to parking via Juliet Hotel Golf. Thank you. Have a good day too. 12 Tango. Alright, so this time we got taxi instructions. Juliet Hotel Golf.
12 Tango, read back correct. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you. So Juliet Hotel. Where in the world's golf? Right here, okay. But they're sending me down to like the terminals. Is there no GA parking? I wonder if it knows. And I'd have to backtrack. St. John's ground, Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango. Can I change parking request to General Aviation parking?
12 Tango, taxi to General Aviation, parking via Juliet Hotel Golf.
That's not General Aviation parking. Taxi to parking, Juliet Hotel Golf. So this is all what, helicopters? What's this then? Bunch of bays. Aprons. So there's no GA parking in St. John's? And this is still such a puzzle to me. Like, Navigraph wouldn't be wrong, right? Taxi chart. Look at them all. Construction activities, airport information. Okay, this is just too much. General Aviation parking. Over here. Why is she parking me over there? Okay, so we know where it's supposed to be. It's over here. Can I change it to apron 2? Is that what I'm supposed to say? St. John's Ground, Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango, requesting parking over on apron 2. No, not apron, apron. Oh my god.
12 Tango, taxi to apron 2 via Juliet Hotel Golf.
Okay, so she got apron anyways. The Juliet Hotel. That's not right either. Okay, we're just gonna shut it down here. That's enough. That's enough for me today. All right, there we go. We're gonna park here. That's what happens if I say that. St. John's International Ground. Charlie Whiskey 12 Tango is just gonna park right here. There, take that.
12 Tango negative, taxi to apron 2 via Juliet Hotel Golf.
Negative. Hey, Uncle, I'm just gonna park right here on the runway. What do you think of that?
That's not a good idea. Runways are for takeoffs and landings only. Taxi to the apron or parking area instead.
Thanks, everybody. All right, so we're just shutting her off. Okay, guys, that's funny. I'm not gonna worry about taxiing though. So, so we'll just turn it off there. So, did we learn anything today? I learned that SayIntentions is still pretty fun. Still kind of funny. I need to check on this runway situation. And I got confused over the shipwreck stuff. So some of that would have been accurate. I would have asked about the dog, because there was like a dog that helped. Anyways, still interesting, still fun. But yeah, I don't know who won there. I think Sarah is kind of the easiest, because she's quick and to the point, like the description says. And then Jeff is Wikipedia, and then of course Janet's entertaining. But and yeah, even Uncle can give some info. But yeah, we're going to turn it off for now. So thanks very much for watching, everybody. Take care, and hopefully see you in the next one.